Morning, pumpkins. So I'm supposed to have beef and eggs with bagels and honey for breakfast because it's a training day. I don't have any beef, so instead I'm making 2 egg sandwiches. And I just want to point out how gosh darned pretty this slab disc pancake of egg looks. And I flipped it perfectly. Probably should have videoed it, but just trust me on it. How do you get such a perfect coloring throughout the entire egg if you mess it up? No, I did that on my own. I'm a big boy. So I'm trying something a little different. I'm supposed to have about 40 grams of honey on my bagels, so that I don't get low blood sugar and go hypoglycemic, because I've got enough muscle mass that's an actual issue that comes up if I start moving around too much. It's not diabetes. It's just being big. So I put the honey on the bagels, and I've also got the eggs over there. So you ever notice that if you leave like honey or jelly on a piece of bread or a bagel or whatever, what is that? Get out of here. It like soaks in and it gets a little soggy. So I have a hypothesis that I will be better at consuming my meals in a timely manner if I let the honey soak into the bagel and then eat everything all at the same time. So I spread the honey onto the bagel, and it's like drying out right now. Trying to let it soak in before I put the eggs on so that we can try out this experiment. I don't know how it's going to go. It was just something that I had while I was driving around yesterday doing Uber Eats. I have 1 gallon of gas in my car, and all the gas stations were closed. I had very clenched butthole the entire drive home. But luckily there's a gas station like 1 or 2 miles away, so we're good. But yeah, that's what we're doing. We're just waiting for the honey to soak in, meld itself into the bagel. So that's gonna be my breakfast. I might as well clean up that mess that Zelda made. Right, Zelda? Zelda. She's not even looking this way. She knows that she made that mess. I'm gonna have to clean it up for her. It's what the landlords get for leaving them unattended when they go to work with the trash completely open. She also could have opened the trash herself because she's a poodle and she's smart, but that's what they get. Alright, brekkies. We got 2 breakfast sandwiches made with 6 eggs, 2 bagels, 34.4 grams of honey, and 2 slices of sharp cheddar cheese. Got a cup of coffee. We got some RuneScape videos, and we've got someone who's trying to make my life a living hell. Want a buddy walk? Bad grip. We're doing check-in treats. Notice how he's looking at me. But, good boy. Gets a treat every time he checks in with me. So I don't know if I brought enough treats, because he's a good boy. He's actually learning to check in with me and not the treats at this point, which is good and positive, and it's making good progress. And also I'm becoming his favorite because I'm giving him lots of treats. So I just did my laundry and vacuumed, and this is Buddy's response. He was traumatized by the vacuum cleaner and has requested that I never use it again. It's literally right there. But he has decided that this is an acceptable response to a vacuum cleaner. Ow. No digging, no digging, no. No digging. No digging. All right, we got our pre-training meal in the dog bowl, and it's about 200 grams of Cinnamon Toast Crunch with... I ran out of Fairlife fat-free milk, partially through measuring. So we've got 15 ounces of Fairlife fat-free milk and 1 ounce of whatever the other milk that wasn't expired in the fridge was. Health. Oh, that's my phone. All right, so we'll update on the protein, as if you guys were dying to know. So I'm running out of my protein, right? GNC brand, 100% whey, vanilla flavored. And your boy is awaiting a special package from a major fitness supplement company, as we have become an affiliate. And they're sending me a couple tubs of free protein, some amino acids, and a t-shirt. I'll keep you guys updated when that gets in, because they want me to make a post about it when the new package gets in. And this video is probably going to come out after the packages come in, so you'll probably already know who I'm talking about. We are finally on our way to the gym. Admittedly, we're getting here about 4 hours later than we had planned. So I plan to wake up, eat breakfast, take Bud for his walk, and then cook the beef that I bought earlier this week, and I bought yesterday rather. And I did all that, and then I got distracted on my way upstairs to cook, because I was like, man, I also have to fold my laundry. So I folded my laundry, and I was like, man, I should probably clean up a little bit. So I also cleaned up a little bit. I swept, I vacuumed. It was very traumatic for Buddy. I had some of my roommate's stuff above the head of my bed, so I redistributed that into a proper location. And there was also a random table on its side, trying to take up less space. So I made space, and now it's a tiered shelving system. So I got distracted, and then I ate my meal, and then I accidentally did some I'm gonna say accidentally did some targeted meditation, and just believe that it's not. I sat down and got overly comfortable, and then my eyes glazed over, and I basically fell asleep with my eyes open while watching Super Mario Sunshine speedruns, Kaizo speedruns. And so I'm tired. That's something. But what we got going on today, it's the final day of our deload, and basically it's not like we're going through the motions of a training day. It is a training day. It would be difficult for never mind, I'm not gonna even say that. So what we've got chest supported, T-spine extended, dumbbell rows, and then we've got deficit deadlifts, 6x2, 405. I could probably throw on a Texas deadlift bar with pound plates and be similar to the Kabuki, but my gym hasn't had broccoli heads in a while, so I'm literally the only one who uses the Kabuki, which makes me feel like a dirty slut. And I really don't like the Kabuki, but I'm stuck in these meets. It's like I'm stuck in these big meets that they're using the Kabuki, and it just feels bad. And they're like, but this is professional powerlifting. We shouldn't be limiting people based on what equipment they have access to. You should have access to everything, because this is perfect. If this was actually professional, we'd have a contract with paychecks, but it's not. So it's just prize pools with the smallest guy having the largest chance of actually taking home some prize money. It's always the same guy. So male powerlifting is boring right now. But we've got those desk to deadlifts, and then we've got prone leg adductions, goblet squats, supersetted with that, and then we've got some calves to finish things off. And yeah, so my birthday's coming up, and I was thinking, I saw this thing that Joe Rogan was talking about how men who are excited for their birthdays are kind of feminine, and I got to thinking, I was like, yes, I personally do not enjoy holidays because it breaks my rhythm and routine, and everyone pressures you to follow their standards of, hey, it's Christmas, you don't need to go to the gym today, why don't you skip today, why don't you do that? And I'm just like, my priorities and your priorities are not the same. Like, someone told me, hey, the job that you're getting, that's got to be your priority. You can't make lifting your priority. I was like, all right, so I elected not to have kids. Rather, I put all my time into my lifting, all my free time into my lifting. So basically, lifting and my PRs are my children, and I like to watch them grow, as most people do. So, by that, are you saying that if I had children, I should still put this job as the priority over those? Do you put your job as a priority over your children? No. So just shut the fuck up. And I appreciate helping me get this job, but shut the fuck up. I have my own priorities. I'm not a boomer. And going to work is not like saying that it just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. But anyways, my birthday's coming up, and Joe Rogan posted that thing, and I was like, yeah, I totally agree. Like, and then he went on to say, and it's okay for women to celebrate and get excited for the birthdays, maybe even make it a birthday week, which is wholly obtuse and selfish, in my personal opinion. So here's where I'm at. Men don't care as much about their birthday because every single day is special if they still want to wake up and go to bed at the end of the day. If they still are breathing by the end of the day, if they're still functioning at the end of the day, if they wake up in the morning or at some point in the day, it's a special day for them. So every day is special, and a birthday puts a lot of pressure on the men, saying, oh, it has to be special. Well, what if I didn't want it to be? Well, it's nothing. It's just one day closer to being 6 feet under, you know? It's like, people go, oh, what do you want for your birthday? And I'm like, I want to be happy. Like, my ideal house is just a room on land, so I can have Buddy, and Buddy can fuck off and do whatever he wants, whenever he wants. And that's about it. It doesn't need to be fancy. It doesn't have to have like a 65-inch TV. As long as I've got a bed, I've got a desk, I'm good. The desk is so I can do work, so I can stay fulfilled on the opportunities and duties that I have to fulfill, because like a carefree attitude is only acceptable when you don't have anything to care about, you know? If you've got lots to care about, you've got a lot of pressures and responsibilities on yourself, carefree attitude is irresponsible. And not to say you shouldn't have fun and everything. You should find positivity and fulfillment in a lot of the things that you do, but like trying to force, it's a lot like a fart. If you have to force it, it's probably shit. So trying to make a day super special for the you just acknowledging that, you know, this is the month that I have to register my car, this is the month that I have to get my car inspected, this is the month that certain taxes are due, certain obligations, certain responsibilities, certain duties. Cool. if anything, birth month sucks, you know? And everyone's like, oh, it's so special. No, it's not. It's not. So being super excited and super happy for your birthday as a man, and I'm saying as a man a lot, and it's not going to apply to everyone because everyone's circumstances are different. This is just my own personal opinion based on my experiences and choices. But it's not cool. But anyways, that's where my head is at. It's not in a super positive spot. But it's not in a super negative spot. It's in like a hard spot. In a abrasive spot. So we're going into deadlifts. I've got my water. I got my intraset carbs. Not a full serving of intraset carbs. It's supposed to be 70 carbs, but I ran out of Gatorade powder. It's supposed to be carb powder, but Gatorade just works. It works just as well. You just gotta make sure you scoop it instead of just buying a Gatorade, and it's all set. So we're almost at the gym. So I will see you guys when I get there. Lady and gentle boys, and I call you gentle boys because I have a feeling that a lot of you don't bench 315 yet, and the Jewish population, you reach manhood at 13, but for the rest of the world, it's when you bench 315. Did I say 315 twice? The bar mitzvah is at 13. Anyways, let's go over how today's deload deadlift day went. Now, I did not expect it to be a super amazing deadlift day. With how tired I'm feeling, or have been feeling, with how washed I've been this week, and with how the inconsistency in how things are going has not been up to par with, or the consistency has not been up to par with what I generally like to uphold in my nutrition. Mostly because I failed to prepare enough food for the week, and I've still yet to have prepared the food for the rest of the week. But I do get a free meal after deadlift day, so we're good for the rest of today. We're actually on our way to. We're actually feeding three birds with one stone. I'm recording this. I'm on Uber Eats. I've gotten like 12 dog shit requests since I've left the gym, all of 3 minutes ago. And also I'm on my way to a McDonald's because they have a $1 menu, and you can get 2 chicken sandwiches for under $5, and I'm poor as shit. Anyways, started off the day with our pre-fatigue work, getting the blood flowing to the lats, thoracic extended, rows, 3x12, 90 seconds rest. I didn't really time the rest. I kind of did them, took a sip of water, did next set, took a sip of water, did the last set, took a sip of water. That's how I used to train when I first started, and honestly, it's a pretty decent way to go about things. And it also keeps you hydrated throughout your training session, so it's a good positive thing to do, is take a sip of water in between each set and let that be the maximal time. And yeah, it's pretty good. And then we did our programmed deadlifts, which was 6x2. We warmed up with one plate for a set of 5, and then we did 6x2. And I didn't really think it was going to go very well. I was like, I'm going to be a little rusty. Things are feeling tired, sore. The bones are going to be creaky. And then I did it, and I was like, oh, I didn't have to warm up for this at all. Because in the back of my head, the entire time going up there, I was like, do I even have to warm up for this? And I was like, I'd be stupid if I didn't. But I did one set of warm-ups, and then immediately jumped to 405. So, set 1, good. Set 2, all 6 sets were good. Let's be honest. They were good. It's a deload week, so this recap is not going to be super brain dense heavy, super emotional, super Oscar worthy. It was just 6 good sets. The main focus of the sets was to get a full lockout, especially on that second rep, and make sure our head position at lockout was good, and we held the lockout on a couple of these for like a moment or two, and making sure that we're cementing in, not having our chin tucked at lockout, and rather be looking straight ahead, because I've gotten red lit for having my chin tucked before. Then we moved on to the superset of prone hip adduction and goblet squats. Those were pretty good. About a minute rest on those. We were supposed to have 90-second rest on the deadlifts, and I kind of just did a minute. We were in and out of the gym in about 30 minutes. It was awesome. And even though we got off to a late start today, we're basically out when we expected to, and we're going to be able to be in a good spot for the food rush, the dinner rush, the Thursday night dinner rush for Uber Eats. And then we finished off with calves. Calves are a good thing to train. A lot of guys say, oh, you don't really need to train your calves. You know what training your calves does is it works your ankle mobility. And if your ankle mobility is awful, chances are your calves are also weak, and you have trouble hitting depth on squats, and you have knee pain. It's not that you need your calves to be strong, you just need the stimulus of training your calves, which is therapeutic for the rest of your body. So train your calves. That's why we do it, because I got patellar tendonitis, and my knee was feeling a little funky today. It was funky because it wasn't tight, so positive there. I'm not going to Concord, no. So that was today, and there's a police officer. I'm going to look inconspicuous and accept this. So I got this order for, it's like $11, and if you haven't noticed, a lot of the restaurants these days, ever since 2020, I've personally noticed they've started closing their dining rooms and leaving the rest open for the rest of the night, making it a little bit harder for delivery drivers to pick up and drop off. Not as if there was a market for them before 2020, where everyone got addicted to Uber Eats and DoorDash, but I just got this order. I went through, I was waiting so long that Uber Eats was like, we're gonna add on another order for you. So they make me drive out front and wait, and like 20 minutes goes by, and give me the order, and they're like, I was like, they also added on this order, and they're like, you have to go back through the drive-thru, and I'm like, cool. It's like a $10 order, so I'm definitely going back through the drive-thru, but it's like, just, it's stupid. And people are asleep at the wheel, basically. Like, look at how much, homie's not even at the drive-thru window. Oh. Wow. Never have I ever expected to hear applause in a Taco Bell parking lot, but this is absurd. So I'm about ready to go to bed. That one order that got canceled, I already had the food, so Uber was like, just throw it away, and I'm like, okay, I'll throw it on. So at least I got some food out of it. Never touch customers' foods unless they tell you to throw it away. That's just, it's funny. This is the only job where if they say throw it away, you can just eat it. Any other job where they're just like, oh, this is expired food, we have to throw it away. They have specific processes on how to throw food away, and they call it loss prevention. Anyways, so $48 for 6 hours of work. Tuesday we did 13 hours of work for $114. So we are not having a super fantastic, phenomenal day or week so far. Already worked about 30 hours so far over the past 3 days, and it's not going super swell. But you know, what goes up must come down. We're in like a valley. At some point we're gonna peak. We're in a bearish market right now, where things are a little rough, and it's gonna cause a lot of the competition to drop out, boys, because we're super concerned about the competition in this, and it's completely competition based and nothing else. And pretty soon we'll be in a bullish market. There's no intermediaries. It's just super hard or super soft, just like your boy when he's on Deca. Anyways, I'm gonna go take my sleepy time supplements. I'm gonna go to sleep, and hopefully tomorrow is gonna be a better day. Not hopefully, tomorrow is gonna be a better day. Gotta keep a positive attitude. Otherwise, the negativity of the world around you is going to consume you real fast, and it's real hard to swim in that kind of wallowing. So, if you like the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the final deload week video of right now. Next week, we're definitely loading back up some heavier weights, and we're going to have some fun. I don't have the program yet. I just know we're going to have fun. Sorry, I just threw up a little in my mouth. Anyways, that's what Taco Bell does to you. Oh. Ugh. I'm going to be sleeping terribly tonight. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys later. Bye-bye.